Do you tell us a little bit more about the relationship between this breathing technique and the cold therapy that you're using?
Yes. The cold therapy trains the cardiovascular system. Killer number one in society. What is it? Cardiovascular related diseases. Why? Because we wear clothes all the time. We are never exposed to the elements of nature, to cold, to heat, to pressure. It's always neutral. It's like a muscle and you don't train it. It's there, but it is this. That is our vascular system. Our vascular system is 100,000 kilometers long inside everybody. And the thermoreceptors and the electroreceptors, they end up in our biggest organ of ours, which is the skin. We always got it covered. Logically, we have a cardiovascular related pandemic going on for hundreds of years already. And now I say, cold shower a day keeps the doctor away.
Okay, so how cold and how long?
It begins with 30 seconds. First, I explain. You know what happens when you go into a cold shower? You activate, you stimulate deeply the thermoreceptors and the pain receptor, thermoreceptors, electroreceptors, which is the neurology, all connected to the skin. They, in turn, they affect the vascular system, the cardiovascular system. Millions of little muscles suddenly are stimulated. They begin to optimize. Then the blood flow goes a lot better through the system. That is number one. It reaches a lot better our cells with oxygen, nutrients, and vitamins. That's why a cold shower gives you energy. Then the second thing, if you regularly, you begin with 30 seconds, then you do 45 seconds, 1 minute and a quarter, etc. You go up to 2.5 minutes a day. Why? Because that is the vascular fitness exercise the best. Then cardiovascular related diseases, and that is also inflammation into the head, inflammation into our neurology is goodbye. How simple. What happens that the heart rate, when all these little millions of little primitive muscles in the hundreds of thousands of blood vessels inside are activated, optimized, then the heart rate suddenly doesn't need to compensate for the loss of the vascular condition. And then the heart rate will go down with 20 to 30 beats a minute, 24 hours a day. You see what kind of stress that would be? If you have a weak vascular system in tone, then it takes maybe years, maybe 10 years, maybe 20 years, but it will take its toll. Because the heart rate, when it goes up, it triggers directly the liver to release cortisol and glucose. It's like you are in fight and flight. Because the function of our accelerated heart rate is to pump glucose and adrenaline through our system the fast as possible.
Yeah.
But now there is a constant danger signal going on because of our weight. That's why cardiovascular related diseases, arteriosclerosis, is logical because the blood flow is not helped with these millions of little muscles who are weakened. They are not stimulated, and then the heart rate needs to pump 20 to 30 a minute, 24 hours a day, day in, day out, day in. Hey man, it will take its toll soon or later. So the people, they gotta wake up. Cold shower, the best thing you can do for yourself is a cold shower.
How cold?
And then just the cold. Turn them to cold. That is creating the stimulation.
You start with 30 seconds.
Yes. It begins with 30 seconds because I say don't force. Because maybe 90% of the people go well. You guys, you will go well. Young woman, it goes well. No problem. Hey, if you have a condition, Annie, then it is because of the system, there is a defect going on. It will boost at that moment the system, and it will go through a good jolt. So that's why I say safety first, 30 seconds to begin with. But within 10 days, anybody is able to do the same, to go to 2.5 minutes, no problem. Cold shower.
Within 10 days.
Within 10 days, your cardiovascular system is improved so much, the way nature meant it to be. And the way nature meant it to be is that the skin is, we have skin. We have electroreceptors and thermoreceptors and pain receptors all going to the skin to give us the information of what is going out aside in life. But
would you recommend
covered it up.
Would you recommend doing this in the morning or in the afternoon or the evening?
Whenever you take the shower.
Okay.
You take them nice and warm, etc. It's all nice. But then to also take the cold one. It's the best thing. What they saw with cold water, we just recently have done a new study on that. It really improves within 10 days the cardiovascular system, which is directly related to the neurology, by the way. Neurologic, the opening and closing of all those, the activating of those muscles to open and close all the veins, arteries, and capillaries. I mean, 100,000 kilometers is done by the neurology, the nervous system. So if any defect is there in the nervous system, you will get to it through a cold shower increasing. That is
now, last practical question, maybe the last one. Well, so the cold shower is 30 seconds, and you can also use a warm shower afterwards if you want, yes?
Warm before. In the beginning.
You should end with the cold shower.
Yes. And then after 10 days, you like to begin with cold. Which is better. Why? Because then your mind comes into play. Because you know you are going into the cold. Then you connect with the stress mechanisms inside yourself. You become stronger when you know you are facing danger. When you're going to face a force, you set your mind to it. And that is what we lost in our society. It's always comfort, 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 comfort. No, seek discomfort. Then discomfort becomes power. That's the point where you are learning.